Guys, no financial advice today, as always. Okay, 9:01 Amsterdam time. 9:01 Amsterdam time. It is go time. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the weekly close. I'm yours truly, the one and only Coin Baron. And today we're going to talk a lot about price action for the CRO coin. So Cronos. And if you like Cronos, if you hold Cronos, I got a question for you guys in the poll right now in the chat. Will Cronos go back to its previous all-time high? Will Kroget go back to its previous all-time high at about $1? It's a question here by Jeremy. So first and foremost, hello Jeremy. But will we go back to the previous top? I will give my own answer in a few minutes. But first, let me know, guys, what you think in the poll. Having said that, I have to quickly go back to last week because I think we closed last week pretty bullish. We closed last week pretty bullish. And let me show it to you on the chart here. Weekly. Here we are. Okay, so last week, guys, we were doing absolutely fine for Cronos. Cronos was sitting at a nice 14 cents. Just above here, actually, above this trend line. Which is beautiful because, guys, as you might know, I do believe here in the power of the Cronos rainbow chart. But unfortunately, we had the launch on Sunday evening of the Melania coin. And the Melania coin really tumbled everything. So, unfortunately, the close in the end wasn't as good as we were talking about. And we dubbed down as low as, I think, 13.2 cents. So, yeah, that was really a shame. In the end, though, I do have to say that weekly closes are very important, but it is also just a set time, right? It's just a set time. It isn't telling the complete story, of course, but okay. Big hello first and foremost to, I see Kermit in the chat. Welcome, Kermit. I see Mr. Edgar losing Fading Crow. So let's talk about that $1 Crow target in a minute, guys. Should Edgar really lose faith? James as well, welcome, talking about XRP. XRP is strong. Unfortunately, I don't have any, so I don't really have a strong opinion about it. We can maybe talk about the chart in a minute, guys. Chicken Taco as well. Guys, let's strap in here for Chicken Taco. Hit the like button as well. Please do. Edgar's talking then about Crow. He is still hodling, but it hurts seeing every other project getting great news and Crow being ghosted. About that though, Edgar, before we go to other people in the chat as well, I do need to mention this right now. Do you really think that we have no good news for Cronos? Well, I think we have. I think we have quite some good news for Cronos. And let me show you that on my X profile here. Let me say it to you on my X profile, because not everyone has really realized this yet. But I think a few days earlier, let me go find the article here. According here to this post by Unusual Whales, and I see a lot more articles about this, that Eric Trump, so the son of Donald Trump, has reportedly confirmed that some US-based crypto projects will soon benefit from zero capital gains tax, while non-US-based projects will face a 30% capital gains tax as per the street. Again, I don't know how good this source is. I haven't really checked the street myself, but it is talking about US-based companies. And did you know, and I myself did not know this, but the company that governs the Crow token, Cronos Labs, is actually headquartered in San Francisco, California, United States. So you could make the case that Cronos and Cronos Labs are a US-based cryptocurrency. So 0% tax potentially for the Cronos token, right? That is really big, guys. Honestly, I think one of the biggest news stories we had this week, and that's potentially CRO is actually belonging to this group, is really big news. And I have to say potentially, because I do have to still admit that the original CRO token has been created by the Crypto.com company. And only a bit later, they actually moved over the power really to Cronos Labs. And unfortunately, Crypto.com is headquartered in Singapore or Hong Kong. I think it's actually Singapore. So they are not US based, even though they do have a new headquarter, a local headquarter in Tyler, Texas. So a bit of a news story. Let me know what you guys think about this news. I think it's huge, and I think it could be a potential catalyst for the charts. I bet we're going to talk a bit later, guys. I'm going to talk about that later. I don't think CRO falls into that no tax bracket. I do think it is, Edgar. I think it is. Also, why? Let me show you this as well, because it's not only me that thinks it is a US-based coin, right? Because of this headquarter here. If you go to my latest tweet, I tweet so much. You can really see here, guys, that you have these crypto baskets. You do have these crypto baskets. The US blue chip. So Chainlink based in the US, HBAR based in the US, Sui based in the US. And we got Cronos here. That is pretty huge, isn't it? They got a headquarter in Miami, Twisted is saying. Miami? I thought it was Tyler. Well, you can definitely fact check me on that one, Twisted. Anyways, guys, that's, I think, really the confirmation that even Crypto.com themselves think they are basically US based as well. But of course, the proof is in the pudding, so we have to wait until we get an actual bill that says, this is the criteria, this is when it's actually valid for zero capital gains tax. And even that zero capital gains tax is still, questionable, of course, I do think. So if it's going to happen, when will it happen? I don't know. Of course, big plans for tax cuts in the US, but I don't know when. I don't know how. A bit of speculation about that one. Mr. Diamond J CRO here. Welcome to the Strap Club. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Number 11. Thank you very much. Make sure. Wait a minute. I've been working on this. It's in the works. We will be talking about this, guys, in the future. The suspender specifically for the members here. So make sure you can actually strap in yourself at home as well. Make it comfortable when you're trading. Okay. So Twisted is saying they have a headquarter in Miami because my car gets declined a lot and I have to call them for support, and they say because they're out of Miami and where I'm from, they have to clear my charges. I think, Twisted, the support for the Visa cards is done by a different company, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Anyways, I do think it's great news. Honestly, I think it's great news. And I quickly want to check in with you guys as well regarding the poll we made that we made. You guys think for 88% that CRO will go back to the previous all-time high? I believe so as well, James. I believe so as well. Or not James. I think Jeremy asked the question here. I do believe we'll go back to the $1 target as well. Or as you mentioned, it was actually 95 or 91 cents. All depending on the exchange. So yeah, it's looking good. I think the community here knows what they're talking about. But of course, no financial advice. No financial advice here for the team. Big strap in right now for John316. Blessings strapped in. John, I don't know, but you're still not a mod in my channel. So let's make sure you actually become a mod here on the channel as well. Keep the channel safe, please. If you don't mind, at least. If you don't mind. There we go. I missed so many questions already. You guys are waking up? Or you guys... It's Sunday evening here, right? Hello to Mr. Swerver as well. Hi there. CRO will not only go back to $1, but surge above it. I think a $1 CRO is also a low target. It is definitely a low target there. No worries, John. I think the blue suits you well. The police blue. It's a honor. I know you actually behave well. Anyways. So let's talk a bit about the chart, ladies and gentlemen, because we talked a bit about it, of course, on the weekly here. Hello as well, Mr. Terry, by the way. Wade as well, welcome. Sandra, welcome as well. But the charts, I gotta say, of course, it is not looking that much different than here, right? It is not looking that much different from this chart here. So some people are saying, well, I'm not feeling it, Coin Baron. I'm not feeling it right now for the CRO token because really it might just repeat this exact same dump as earlier in 2024. This time, though, I do think it's different. I do think it is different this time around. Why? Well, there are a few factors, I think, which are really important. This first pump, ladies and gentlemen, that was exactly at a time when Bitcoin was going to a new high. So this really corresponded with this move here to about 74k for Bitcoin early in March 2024. However, this was really painful. For about 7 months, we did nothing. And in those 7 months, Bitcoin was losing ground, but still holding on. But Bitcoin dominance was only moving up. Altcoins were moving left and right. So I think this time around, it might be a bit different. We're still, I think, in this Bitcoin dominance uptrend for now. I think you might go back to at around that 60% level. Why that 60% level? Good question, good question. I think it also corresponds nicely with, for example, the Fibonacci retracement levels. So I can maybe just get it in right now. Let me check. Pip. There we go. This is the wrong one. Pip retracement. There we go. You see, right? If we get this FIP level retracement tool here, you can see if you actually get the trend line from the previous cycle, you can see that the new level, this green line, corresponds exactly with 60%. So from this tool alone, you can see that the 60% level has quite some meaning. And I can't read it right now, but I think it's the 0.618. The 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is quite interesting. It's always quite important, at least in history of Bitcoin dominance, and also in the history of basically any economic tool. But that's quite interesting. So I think 60% will be the hurdle where Bitcoin dominance is going to break down again. And that is what we need for also the new legs up for the CRO token. So do I think we're going to go down this time around? I don't think so. Also, which I really like, and I don't think I talked enough about this. You see this, right? This blue line here, and let me remove the other lines. Right now we're watching the weekly trend line here, which is the blue line. The blue line. That is a 21-week simple moving average. 21 week. And it's holding. It's holding perfectly. You see, right? Touches, 1 touch, 2 touch, and bouncing up exactly from that level. So that's looking good. And I think it's important because, as you can see here, after a touch on the 21 week, we can touch it multiple times. But every time, as we bounce back, we're getting a bit stronger. And that is interesting because I do think a scenario like this here is more likely than a scenario like this. So I do believe that something like this might be possible once more. 100% gains for CRO, maybe in February. And why specifically February? Well, February historically is a really good month. And let me show that to you quickly here on the Bitcoin historic returns. So here we have a chart, not really a chart, more some data, some raw data. the Bitcoin monthly returns. And you can see the month of February, it is green, 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 all the way green, with some big exceptions. The early days of Bitcoin, we had a minus 31%, a minus 31%. But last year, we're talking about 43% in the plus. That is huge, isn't it? I think it's huge. I think it's going to be exactly the same again. January green, February green, March green, April, I don't know. April, March might actually be somewhat more red. As you can see, summer in general is less good for Cronos, for Bitcoin. I think September, October are going to be the best. You can also see, if you go take a look here at the average gains, the highest average gains we have in November. The month of November, guys, is historically seen the best. It is absolutely the best. Also last year, plus 37%. That was the month where we had the win for Trump, of course. That was interesting. So far, guys, my monologue here. But again, I need to tell you about this. I think the 21 week, will it mean that the first week of February, we're going to go ballistic? I don't think so. I think the first week it will be close. It will be a silent month. I think on the 20th, we have the new Fed meeting. I need to double check that one. If you go to CoinMarketCap or the TradingView application here, you can see that we have some data coming in. You can't look in the future right now. There will be some economic data coming in. The federal interest rates. And I think that will be important. That might be the start of a move up or a move down. Who knows? In general, though, I think it will be basically a good thing. It will be a good thing, I do believe. And of course, I haven't really talked about it yet. The US exchange. The US exchange, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who actually brought it up. I think it was Will Johnson. Will, I got to sign up for the exchange and use the supercharger this week. The US exchange. What a big news story. Wow, I completely forgot about it. It has been in the works since 2021. Been in the works since 2021. And finally, it is available in the US. And I like the Crypto.com app. I like it, like, from a user experience point of view. But it is pretty expensive. It is pretty expensive. It's not more expensive than, for example, Coinbase. But I'm counting the little wins as well. So I like to use the US, not the US. I like to use the Crypto.com exchange. Has been available for months, for years already in the EU. At least most of EU, but finally is also becoming available to the US. And that's not a small feat because, especially in the US, it is not the easiest to open up shop for those crypto exchanges. And even the worst is the state of New York. I think in the state of New York, they still haven't opened up the US exchange yet, but it's coming. It is coming. Why do I know it is coming? Well, tweet by Chris Marszalek. A tweet by Chris Marszalek saying it is their #1 priority. And let me go to Chris quickly, because Chris is really inspirational sometimes to look at. So here we do see, of course, Crypto.com talking, they're sharing on the streets, I think, not Wall Street. I lost how it's called, this street here. But they're having commercials up in New York. And I think he is talking about this. Here he is. Here we got Chris Marszalek in New York, right at Central Park. I think this is one of the most expensive places to stay tonight. Well, Chris, I think you deserve this one. Right, and I think one of the first priorities is to get things running in New York, because you can see already here, it is the #1 finance app in the US, at least on the 22nd of January. What a week. What a week it has been. I've been to Belgrade. I have a loaded line, and I can't stop talking about the loaded line as well, because the loaded lions, so the NFT, the prime collection of Crypto.com, they will get their own Lion token airdrop allocation. So if you guys have a loaded Lion, congratulations. If not, you can still buy one, but do remember that probably after the first airdrop, the price of the NFTs is going to drop again. So it's a bit of the sell the news event. People buy the NFTs specifically for those airdrops. But well, that's a bit of information for you guys. Let's talk a bit about the chat here because I completely ignored you guys today. Anyway, so again, Sanjay, welcome. Terry as well. How's life, Terry? Wade, welcome. Strapped in as always. PZK, let's CRO. Cryptocurrency, Chris T. Is CRO US based? I think so. We talked about this a bit in the beginning, Chris. But Cronos Labs is headquartered, according to the sources, in San Francisco, which is California, which is the US. Should I buy now or wait till it drops again? I don't give any financial advice, Mr. Gems. But what I would do myself right now is take a quick look at how what the indicators are saying. What are the indicators saying? What are the indicators saying? And I'm checking myself as well right now. Indicators here, like for example, the stochastics, are pointing to quite low values. So on the weekly scale, it is quite low in value. Could it drop some more? I think it can. I think maybe in the next weeks we might see this line here slowly move up, and that we actually, for the, let me go use a different color. Let's say it's red here. I think that the chart might look something like this, that we tested a few times, and only then we go to about that 40-cent levels, which I've been talking about for a long time. Unfortunately, it took a bit longer. It took a bit longer than expected, but hey, it's crypto, right? It's crypto. Demo, when people lose faith in CRO, I add to my bags. Exactly. Exactly. I like that demo. Hope you enjoyed the game, the Celtic game. I think you guys won. Beautiful demo. Mr. Ratback as well, welcome. How was the game? Honestly, guys, like I mentioned before, I can't stop talking about the loaded lions. I can't stop talking about how amazing the benefits are. And to give you guys a bit of a feel how the VIP events are, let me show you my post. So this was the game. Really amazing atmosphere here. The people in Belgrade, Serbians, amazing people, tremendous. This was really just the entrance. This was the food, free food, of course, love it. Champions League, and as well, just a bit of me here. Hello. Should have combed my hair. Also, pretty fun. I won the game ball. I won the game ball, so happy me. Happy me. Happy me. Great game. So thank you very much, Loaded Lions. It's not, guys, because I'm a quote-unquote influencer, just because I got a line. Again, hello, Mr. John as well. For Diamond J, CRO will definitely shoot beyond the dollar. Let me quickly check what you guys have been saying in the chat. 77%. So right now, people are coming in that are less bullish about the future of CRO. Basically, a quarter of people are saying right now, no. I'm curious, if you guys want to share, let me know, please, in the chat. What is your target? If we're not going to $1, what is it? Is it like 70? Is it like 50? 40? What's your target for CRO then? Because I get the reasoning, right? I get the reasoning. We're just looking for some targets. If not $1, what else? What else? By the way, Diamond J, thank you very much for becoming a member. I really appreciate the support. I really do. Will, let's strap in. Let's strap in, Will. Oh, wait a minute. This is confusing. So we've got Will. We got Will here. And we got Will Johnson. Two Wills. Both members. Sorry, Will. I might confuse you guys sometimes. CRO doesn't deserve the FUD. It's the most undervalued token in the top 50. Yes. So Chris clearly working out for tax gains. I think so too. I'm bullish on Chris. I am bullish on Chris. And no, not the Chris meme token, just Chris as a person. Chris is one of the most based persons I've ever seen. I mean, every time I see him talk, he's so relaxed. He's so zen. So quickly going back in time, ladies and gentlemen, 2022, 2023, things were going downhill. Things were definitely going downhill. FTX collapsed. And there were so many rumors of FTX not being the only one, but also Crypto.com being insolvent. Crypto.com being insolvent. And people listen to those rumors. People listen to these rumors and they start taking off money from the Crypto.com app, taking away money from the Crypto.com exchange. So I do think that quite a bit of liquidity was removed from Crypto.com. But then Chris came in. Chris came in with an AMA and like, it's fine, guys. We're good. We are backed 1-to-1. It's fine. And everyone was losing their mind, really. Crypto.com, if you go take a look at the Google Trends really for Crypto.com. We can do that, by the way. Let me check that one out quickly. Google Trends. By the way, guys, I'm still looking at all your messages. So yes, I'm way behind, but you will get answered. You will get answered. So what are we talking about? Crypto.com. Worldwide. Not the past day, the past 5 years. Here it was. I think here you could see things started to become really interesting. Here you can see, right, it's about going back to previous levels, a bit of bull market levels here, just because of the FTX crash in November 2022. Interesting. And from that point onward, really no one was looking up Crypto.com. People in Singapore seems to be the most interested in the topic, and Cyprus. And then Nigeria, interesting. Not the biggest countries per se, not the biggest countries. I would have guessed like the US, but well, can't be right all the time, right? Astro Ant and Hobbies, welcome, my dude. $2 CRO for sure. That is quite the bullish target, my man. Quite the bullish target. Sunday laundry day for Twisted here. Don't forget to wash your straps as well. Baron, what's your forward on XRP and ban on the CBDC? To me, it's almost the end of XRP, as anywhere you read on it, whitelist, it just points to the CBDC. I have no clue. That's the honest thing, Mr. Varma. I can talk a bit about what I think about the CBDC ban. So the simple fact is that Crypto.com, Trump doesn't want a centralized dollar. They're okay with USDC, they're okay with Tether, but not a central bank currency. And I'm fine with that. I think that's good. More power to the people. The only thing is I do have some... I don't know what to think about Tether. I don't know what to think about Circle as a company. They are right now controlling a lot of money. Could a central bank do that better? Is that better for you and me as people? I don't know. I leave that to the politicians for now. But forward on XRP, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the CBDC and Ripple. Or what was the? Yeah, it's the Ripple. It's Ripple the company, right? XRP is the coin. Ripple is the company behind it. Thank you, brother, for verifying the info for me. I always watch your videos for the last news and improve my knowledge on Cronos. Thank you very much, Mr. Edgar. It's okay though to feel better sometimes. I mean, that's really important because you need to understand that money is on the line this cycle. So you have to be ready to pull the trigger to sell at some point, right? You have to be ready to sell, and hopefully at a positive balance, right? At a positive balance. Why does Cronos not list its own memes? Cronos is not really I think you're talking about crypto.com. The honest answer is volume. If they can't really make money on the token, why should they list it? And the other thing which has really hurted the potential for listings was Cronos, unfortunately. Once it got listed, the creator, the dev behind Cronos, unfortunately sold off quite a big chunk of money. And he was not the only one. Basically, everyone that holds Cronos were selling at about that 100 million level. So everyone that bought in on crypto.com, the platform, instantly was at a loss. Instantly. And that's not good for your customers, right? You want customers that come in to buy Cronos tokens to slowly go up, right? I mean, they need to be enticed to buy more, not to buy less in the future. I hope that answers the question for you, Maximilian. Beautiful name, by the way. You might have covered this already, but did you know that Kraken is going to list Cronos only 29th? Yes, very bullish about this news, Twisted. Very bullish. So more potential, guys, for more volume for the CRO token. And I have to tell you guys this. The volume for Cronos is not good. It is not good. Not good at all. And I can show you that, I think, best on CoinMarketCap, because what you can see for the Crow coin, it is down below, by the way. It's place 41 right now, but there was only 17 million volume. 17 million. Oh boy, that is not a lot. Not a lot of volume, and the most volume seems to be on the Coinbase exchange. I think that's false as well. Yeah, here you see 5 million for crypto.com, the exchange. That makes more sense. But there's not that much volume. So more exchanges could mean more volume, more traders, more options. Always good. Oh yeah. I think Ratbag exactly shares my opinion on this one. Backyard information. Yo, strap in, my dude. Microsoft might buy 2 to 5 billion? Are we talking about Ripple still, Varma? Or are we talking about Bitcoin? A 5 billion buy, that would be tremendous. 5 billion is, by the way, the market cap right now of Cronos, give or take. Not even. Oh boy. Market cap of Cronos is only at about 3.5, 3.6 billion. Ugh. If Microsoft would do a 5 billion buy, maybe diversify a bit. Get some Crow. What's up, Solid Snake? Hi, Coin Baron. Cronos memes are sleeping. Still no Mary listing. It's getting boring. I hope we will see another meme season like we had with Karl. Let's see, Solid Snake. I really believe, like, I think I made a video about this. We had the Balls listing, or the Balls event. So the Balls token was getting funding with, for example, Mary would push. I don't know what they will do with the Balls token. I don't know what they will do with the Mary and the push tokens to actually get it. It's going to be very interesting. I think if I were crypto.com, I would wait a bit more. I think it's not yet altcoin seasons. We talked about this, guys, a bit earlier, right? It's still right now Bitcoin season. It is still Bitcoin season. But once this starts to tumble, retail is coming in, and retail is coming in quick. And what are retail people looking for? Big gains. Big gains. And the good thing about coins like, for example, Mary or Push or Karl, whatever, is that you can have gains really quickly because the market cap is relatively super low. Peter Jan does think $1 is actually a bit too high, guys. We talked about this in the, what is it? In this poll here. 80 votes. Guys, don't forget to also hit the like button while you're at it. But make sure you fill in the poll. 80 votes. 77% says, well, yes, we will be going back to $1. Let's see. Night Gaming, hello. Let's strap in, guys, for Night Gaming. How's life? So only Chris, except for the XRP board, was at the inauguration. Chris tweeted something in the third Crowcast. Oh, wait a minute. Chris showed something. And he showed it in the third Crowcast. Maybe think that CDC will be like Coinbase for ETF, but US government stockpile. I think you're talking about the tokenization, John. I think you're talking about the tokenization. Let me show you the tweet. And let me know if I'm right. Let me know if I'm right. Let me quickly look up Chris here. So, oh, wrong. So here we got the Chris account here. And what he's been talking about is, by the way, this is also big news. This is super big news for Crypto.com in the EU. MiCA license. Mika. It's really good to have all the right licenses in place. So here we see, as John mentioned, guys. Here we see it is the one and only Chris Marszalek. Chris Marszalek here at the inauguration. Next to some very important people, of course. But I think you're talking about this part here. So Chris is really bullish about the about this here. So BlackRock Larry Fink wants the SEC to improve tokenization of bonds really quickly. And this is interesting because right now, ladies and gentlemen, I talked a bit about this in the Crowcast, so check out the Crypto Report channel. But currently, if you want to trade stocks, bonds, even foreign exchange, Forex, you can't in the weekends. Right now, it's a Sunday here. Amsterdam Stock Exchange, closed. Closed. Guys, we're living in an online society. Everything is 24/7. Everything is 24/7. And that is also what Chris is saying here. Every stock and bond will be tokenized and trading 24/7, 365. Christmas, New Year. I don't know what holidays you guys have. But it's going to be available at will, really. And that's bullish. It will be available, of course, at crypto.com. And I hope on the Cronos chain. I do hope on the Cronos chain. So John R is saying, what I'm saying is that perhaps CDC will be the holder of US crypto stockpile like Coinbase. Ah, okay. So Crypto.com might be the guardian, really. Like Fort Knox. So Fort Knox is the place or the company that secures all the gold bars of the US government stored at Fort Knox, I think. Maybe they have some other place as well. But Crypto.com could be the guardian of their holdings. I don't know. Potentially. Could be cool. It could be that CDC is the choice for the USA. The only thing, John, I think Coinbase would make a lot more sense because they are kind of, they are listed on the New York Stock Exchange as well. That's, I think, the biggest counter argument because still Crypto.com is headquartered in Singapore. But well. Good question. John316, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what is Crow doing right now? Crow. Yeah, this is my expectation still. I'm more bullish than bearish because, well, like I mentioned, February is more bullish than bearish in history, according to the historic data that we do have. And also, I do think it makes sense, right? A nice bounce here. A nice bounce here on the 21-week simple moving average. But what else do we have? I need to talk about this. We haven't talked about this, guys. We haven't talked about this yet. We haven't talked about the potential, really, for a falling wedge pattern here. So I tweeted about this. So if you have been following me on Twitter, you might have seen this here. So this, if you guys are not familiar what a falling wedge is really a pattern. Let me increase the size a bit. So you can see things are going down, both for the top line as well as the bottom line. So normally, I think, for example, right here, you can clearly see this wasn't a falling wedge pattern. Why? It was pretty much flat. It was pretty much flat here. Flat here. And then this one was not flat. So this is what we call, I forgot the name for this one, but this is a bearish trend, right? Because also a bit of logic. We're pounding here on this one, and we're pounding again, and again and again and again and again. We can't hold a straight line forever. We can't hold a straight line forever. But this isn't a straight line. This is downward sloping, but a falling wedge is actually bullish. Because after some time, we will see an escape. We will see an escape. And I've been talking about this, I think, a bit on X as well, or maybe in the Crowcast. But you can see, right, we have here a bit of a triangle pattern. I do believe this is a falling wedge. I do believe this is a falling wedge. It is, in my opinion at least, it has enough inclination to be a falling wedge. So what I'm waiting on right now is a bit... Where did I go? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. I'm waiting a bit for this neckline break. Neckline break. And how should it look like, give or take? This is a scenario, guys. So make sure if you want to trade Crow, you look for those signals, right? You look for those signals. So what I'm looking at right now is maybe a break here at exactly this line. So let's say we break out. We go test about 15 cents here. And then we actually might go back down. That is a potential scenario. So we go escape this pattern to about 15 cents. And then we go right back to about 13 cents once more. Exactly as it's mentioning here. With this head and shoulder pattern potentially. But okay, that's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. Retest of the neckline, and then we will be back in business. We might be back in business. So for Solid Snake, $1 is bearish, $2 is very doable. Just look at XRP. It went from 50 cents to $3 in no time. Crow will do well at the end of the bull cycle. I think someone here has been watching my videos. I think it's a good answer. It's a good answer, Solid Snake. Let's close the poll, by the way. 80%, I like it. This is kind of Pareto, the Pareto effect. 80%, 20, 80-20. The 80-20 rule. Oh, as well, yeah, I think, or is it Nicholas? If you combine the fact of this falling wedge together with the Kraken news, bullish. But that's kind of what I'm seeing, guys. If you have any different indicators, let me know as well. We talked a bit about the stochastics, of course. Stochastics for the daily are a bit less bullish. Not overbought, but also not oversold. But so far, it is looking good. It is looking good. My chart is getting ruined right now. My chart is getting ruined by this picture. Let's go to the chat. Go to the chat. I missed a lot of questions. Paolo, the Kraken listing is tomorrow. Paolo, I think it's actually happening on the 29th. the 29th. So that will be Wednesday. Wednesday, my boy. Varma confirmed it's on the Wednesday, 29th. Jimmy, strap in, Jimmy. Welcome, my dude. Mr. Captain as well. What about in Manhattan? What about in Manhattan? Watching from Manhattan, my sir? Ah, you're talking about the street, the tweets we talked about. So guys, if you missed that part in the stream, so here I think this is called Manhattan then. So it's a street, of course, with all the advertisements, all the screens. It's crazy. Thanks, Captain, for the reminder. So the rest of the memes, like Chucky or Mary, will never be listed. I think it's all about timing, Maximilian. It's all about timing. But some memes will never be listed. That's the exact truth. For example, I don't know much about Chucky, but I don't see them rate anything. I don't see much like online presence. And I think online presence right now is key. Online presence is key. If the USA goes capital gains free, there will be millions and millions and millions around the world trying to move there. Yeah, it's going to be the tax haven. Why would you move to Portugal? Why would you move to the Bermuda Triangle? Why would you go to, I don't know, I think there are so many places. Monaco. I think Monaco is the best example because Crypto.com actually was called Monaco back in 2017. How was your Champions League away day? Oh, it was good, man. It was good, Will Johnson. And even better, I know you're a Chelsea fan, but I'm really bullish on Liverpool. And my two favorite teams really are going to compete in Eindhoven at the PSV Stadium. And I got a ticket, so I'm going to visit them as well. I'm going to visit them. PSV versus Liverpool, the last round of Champions League. Really exciting. Fitting Crypto. Welcome, my dude. How are you feeling? Diamond J Crow. Oh man, I was so excited to get the exchange. Still have a few glitches. However, I'm still not able to link my bank account. Ah, that's bad. That's bad. It was no issue for me. Fortunately, Diamond J, I think the banks work a bit different in the US as in the EU. I don't know. Do you guys use Swift? Is it called Swift? I can just simply transfer money over. I've got like a bank account specifically for Crypto.com exchange, and I got one specifically for the debit card and for the whatever it's called. I don't know if I can do like a video how to do the linking. But I can, of course, do a video on the exchange. Will be coming next week, Diamond J. Good suggestion, Joe. 14 cents seems to be a very strong foundation. It won't drop much and recover back to 40 cents. It did. Yeah, 40 cents is both. I think it's going to be very important to get as a foundation. But right now, it is still resistance. At least it feels like resistance to me. Or it is. This is also quite interesting. Let me show you this quickly. This is the daily moving average. The daily 21-day. And it does seem that the 21-day right now is, or well, just crossed the 50-day. It just crossed the 50-day simple moving average. And right now, it seems that the 21-day is keeping the price of CRO down. So the 21-day is moving down slowly moving down. But I think also we might have to escape this at some point. You cannot stay below this line too long. And here it was a bit of a fake out, unfortunately. It was a bit of a fake out, but well, we will see. Eindhoven, the craziest. Yes, Kermit. Yes. Why do you think CDC refuses to do a buyback and burn of CRO? Why did they start with so much supply of CRO in the first hand? I honestly believe, financial freedom, that the supply is not the issue. It's not the issue. It's all about demand. It's all about demand. So Crypto.com, why don't they do the burns? I think it's a bit of a legal issue. Crypto.com is not the owner of the CRO token anymore. I think they moved all the governance to Cronos Labs. And also, if they had the option, I think that would be a better way to spend the money, unfortunately. At least that's my personal opinion. I did a complete video about this topic, financial freedom. So if you like to check it out, it's called, I think, it's on my channel. I think it's called Why Crypto.com Won't Do a Buyback and Burn. Having said that, though, Cronos Labs will do a burn. Cronos Labs is going to do a burn of the Cronos token in Q4 of 2025. So just about 10 months left. Steph, by the way, dude, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Becoming a member of the channel. Or is it? Oh no, it's gone. Where are my docs? Oh no. Mister, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. Mr. Steph. I lost the name, unfortunately. Jeez. I think you can say something if you subscribe, Steph. So if you have any questions, let me know. You can, I think, if you're watching on mobile, you can, I think, use the super chat mode or super chat thing if you have subscribed. So you can do that. Right back, I'm going to Lille for the first time thanks to the Loaded Lions. That's so bullish, dude. Loaded Lions. Best way to visit football matches for free. Todd Lomax as well. Let's grow. Let's grow. Todd is always represent. Always strapping in. The benefits of the Loaded Lion is so undervalued. Yeah, for sure. I've won tickets to 2 Celtic matches now, and I've won about 2 more tickets for Aston Villa and Celtic this week coming. Woo! Beautiful, dude. Yeah, honestly, I have had multiple times the worth of the token, or of the NFT, just in football tickets already. So best investment ever. At least my best investment for 2024 so far. Guys, you got so many questions. H2 on ZK Crow is a great buy. I have to say, Todd, watch out. Watch out, because H2 is a reward token. Rolito Hernandez holding 200k Crow. Dude, congratulations. At about a 10-cent average price. Hoping to go out at about 80 cents. I think that would be nice. 8x, that's really good. That's really good. So for Oscar, really the Swift network, that's really the pain for the bank transfers. Still using Binance as an on-ramp. Okay. Gotcha, dude. So Binance.us works. Interesting. Fitting Crypto is looking very bullish. $5 for Crow, $5. I do need to say this, guys. I'm also quite bullish on Crow, but my targets are based here on the rainbow chart. I still need to do a prediction video. I personally think a prediction video, it's a big topic for me. It's a big topic. Last cycle, I predicted the $1 Crow. That pretty much was the case. So I want to keep my streak. So if I do a prediction, it needs to be on point. So $5 is outside of the range of the rainbow chart. So that's why I do think for this cycle, so specifically for 2025, a $5 is not in the cards. A $5 not in the cards. I do know, though, that the crypto report is talking about a $5 target. But I do not agree myself. No financial advice, though. We could potentially do still crazy, silly things. Dude, how is it possible we go to $1? We never even touched 30 cents. I think we will. I think we will shortly, Namak. But of course, again, no financial advice. Boy, now. Going to the moon. Exactly. It's painful, though. I get it, Namac. I get it. 30 cents feels so far away. But honestly, guys, I think November, in November, everyone was talking about a $10 crow, $5 crow, $8 crow. And now the price is down for about 2 months and everyone's like, nah, $1. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I think we might do it. I think we might do just about $1, right? I'm sure. Even in this room, I see very clever people. I think people will make the mistake to forget to sell this cycle. People will forget to sell because potentially it's going to rise more and more, and you don't know how high it will go. That's the honest answer here. You don't know. But without a capital gains tax, it might be the right choice, guys, to sell this cycle. I'd like to see $2, but right now it is really underperforming. Yeah, 100%, John, 100%. So far, Namek has invested for about 6 years in Crow, and 6-year Crow. Well, you've been really early though, Namek. You've been in since the MCO days. Early investor into Crow. Cool, dude. What kind of card do you have? Do you have like an original MCO card? So if Crow doesn't go to $2, I will hold Crow to the next bull run. I think it's always worth to sell just to get more gains, guys. This channel is all about preserving wealth as well. So yeah, selling is an option. It's not bad to sell, guys. How does it come that ZK Crow is starting to gain value over Crow? Good question, John. Good question. Let me check the charts quickly because I haven't really have a chart open for... By the way, Crow is right now falling down. I'd like to see that. I don't like to see Crow falling down. It does make sense though, because we just touched this line here. Let's remove the scribbles here. So I do think, guys, unfortunately, we probably will see a new attempt here at about 13 cents because that's kind of how it goes. We go up and down in these ranges here. So don't be scared if you go back to about 13 cents. So that's definitely in the cards. But how about ZK Crow? Let me check if I have a... Oh, by the way, I quickly need to mention this. DXY, the dollar index. Make sure you follow that one as well. The dollar index, interesting. ZK Crow. So this is the question here. This is the question by John Cook. So you see, right? We've got ZK Crow and we got Crow. And there's clearly here a line. And I've got some good news for you guys. You can forever be... not forever. For now, you can be very, very bullish on this graph because the ZK Crow valuation is only going up in the next coming years. Why is that? Well, ZK Crow has built-in yield. It has built-in yield. So you can stake Crow and you can get about a 7 to 8% return on your staked Crow. 7 to 8%. And that's all built in. So what you will see is that if you compare the ZK Crow chart in about a year's time, there will be exactly an 8% difference. Exactly an 8% difference. So right now we are already at about 8%. That's crazy. I might have to redo these lines here, but probably in about a year's time we're about 8% higher because the yield is built in. So you don't have to go to the bank, extract the 8%. It's all built into the token. Do you have a VVS bag? I do not. I do not. Will we have airdrops for both the loaded line as well as the dark line? I don't know. They still haven't really talked about the exact details, Maximilian. They haven't really talked about the exact details. Yeah, I can only really speculate. Thanks, Oscar. Thanks. Some people have been asking to me, Coin Baron, why aren't you not an ambassador? Why aren't you not an ambassador for Cronos or for crypto.com. I do have an affiliate link, so if you guys want still a new Visa card, you can actually use my link. It's in the description down below. It's Coin Baron, of course. But I don't like to be an ambassador because I like to talk about my own things as well. I like to talk about bearish cases. It hasn't always been good. It hasn't always been good for crypto.com or for Cronos. And that will be the case in the future as well. And I want to talk about that as well, freely. MicroStrategy might buy 2 to 5 billion Bitcoin. They just cannot stop buying Bitcoin. Oh yeah, I think that's actually a good strategy, dude. Top. If you could buy 500 CRO every day and put it in earn, ooh, that's a great DCA. Club CRO as well. Welcome, my dude. Welcome. Did you see the Coinbase? Did you see any Coinbase people at the inauguration taking pictures with Trump? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. That's true. So, guys, if you have missed that topic a bit earlier today, we talked about, I think, this here. Let me check. So here we do have Chris Marszalek. Chris Marszalek is at the inauguration. Chris Marszalek has pictures with Trump. So the question is, will crypto.com become the guardian, really, of a new Bitcoin strategic reserve? I'm not saying it's impossible, but right now crypto.com is still headquartered in Singapore. But Chris is definitely a big supporter of the Trump administration. Fitting Crypto believes they will move to the US. I think it's likely, but we've only really seen rumors so far. Ooh, Varma, the bullish run for CRO starts tomorrow, Brotter. Ooh, okay. Any specific reason why tomorrow? No problem, John. No problem. So about a year ago, half a year ago, I bought about 250 euros of CRO just for the Ruby Visa card. And right now, it's about $600. I hope it will be about 4,500 within 10 days from now. I think that's a bit too much to ask. A 10x in just 10 days. But Nigel, I do think that we will get, if you get the higher card with a 4% APY on the card as well, that is definitely good. Will Johnson is talking about the CRO Bitcoin valuation. Honestly, it is not looking that strong. It's a green week, guys. It's a green week for CRO Bitcoin. It is still below my key ranges here, so I need to watch this closely. CRO Bitcoin, it's stronger than it was, but still below very important key ranges. Redback is right here, so we don't know anything yet about the Lion airdrop. All media right now is talking about XRP. Nobody's talking about CRO. It's a matter of time, I think. You see already Chris talking about, for example, here the you see, right? Crypto.com, the #1 finance app. And what's the #1 token you will always see in the Crypto.com app? It's Cronos. People are aware of Cronos. I think they will slowly become more and more aware. So one bullish catalyst for CRO is the Kraken listing. Chris also getting a seat at the table. Maybe at the Doge? Wait a minute. I've not heard that one yet, Demo. Yeah, and Crypto.com is delivering on their roadmap, guys. Let me show you the roadmap once more. It's really important to keep them accountable, keep the Crypto.com company accountable, because what you can see, Q2, or what right now is Q1 of 2025, you can clearly see they have been delivering on their exchange expansion. And also, this one is great as well. fiat on off-ramp expansion for multiple countries. Here we do see, I think, the United Emirates, the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, etc. And I think maybe Qatar as well. But let's talk about this one as well, guys. Korea, as you can, it's hard to see, but Korea, the Korean exchange, big market, big market. You can also see here, right? Upbit is a Korean exchange. Has about 8% of the total volume of CRO being traded. 8%. Not a small market for Crypto.com. Big news. I'm just waiting. I'm mainly waiting right now for the banking personal multi-currency accounts. The big issue with the US exchange is not using FatWire. We cannot use Swift. We need to have HCS support. Okay, but you will. Guys, I don't come from the US. I have no clue, unfortunately. So if any questions, I think the best thing you can do is go to support there or reach out to other people who had success. But what you could do is also send money from the CDC app to the exchange. Is that the workaround currently, right back? Is that the workaround? I have no clue. CRO has had the biggest burn in history back in 2021. I forgot how much. 70 billion CRO, 70 billion CRO got burnt. But it really took out more than half of the supply. Yeah, definitely. But it was the biggest burn, I think, in history. But that was a necessary burn because 70% of the supply for marketing, that was not good. That's also why the Trump token, guys. The Trump token, no one is talking about the Trump token anymore. Where is the Trump token these days? Trump, where are you? Are you below Cronos? No, not yet. Official Trump, guys. Official Trump still has about 1 billion Trump tokens, but only 200 million Trump tokens are in supply. Maybe the Trump team will do an 80% burn, but for now, this is really dangerous. Where was CRO in the last bull market at this time? How close was it to the all-time high? I think it was far away. I'm going to do a video about that tomorrow, Mr. Filipino wife. So stay tuned for that one. It's a big topic. We need to talk about that one more. I thought the CRO burns changed to quarterly with the block and private token. Exactly, Varna. You are quite knowledgeable, honestly, Mr. Varma. It's quarterly burns for the Cronos token by the Cronos Labs team. So take that one in consideration. Watch you on the Crowcast and agreed with what you guys said. I hope you get to the $1 target, but it doesn't seem likely now. Okay. Interesting. I think we will, Will Johnson. We'll see. I'm bullish. Maybe a bit too bullish, but I think fundamentally, from like a fundamental point of view, I would say the Cronos token, the Cronos ecosystem has only been growing fundamentally. So it might be that last cycle the speculation became a bit too hot, but I think fundamentally we deserve to go to that $1 target at about 30 billion market cap. It is not that crazy high of a target. Oscar is not US based, Latin America, Binance. Okay. Again, I have no clue how it exactly works in Latin America as well. When Lambo, Deputy Dog, in about November. Historically is the best month. Historically, it is the best month for Bitcoin. So you can see here November, right? 37% last year. Historically, 46%. So Lambo, I would say order it already. Start your reservation for November. Legacy, dude, welcome. Strapping in. We are at the tail end, Legacy. We're at the tail end, unfortunately. Who owns CRO? Nobody owns CRO. I mean, I think I own CRO, you own some CRO. It should be decentralized, but there is one foundation or one team kind of responsible like for development, which is Cronos. And Cronos Labs is going to be responsible for the burn. And I think it makes sense, Mr. Financial Freedom. Todd is talking about fuel cells on H2. I think the earns are great. But again, it is a reward token. So sometimes you get great rewards, but the actual value of the token could go down. I made some good money on H2 and I like the platform a lot though. So overall, pretty bullish. That is a good thing though, Nikos, what you mentioned here. Buyback is a great way to market, but only because a higher price for the CRO token is going to increase the interest in the Cronos chain and also in the Cronos memes, in the crypto.com ecosystem. So that would make sense. No tax for us no tax for the United States for CRO. I believe so, Gary. We talked about this in the beginning. But if you take a look here, I will show it once more. So I showed this here. So what you can see is Cronos Labs is based in... Oh, you can't see this. There we go. Cronos Labs, which governs the CRO token, is headquartered in San Francisco, California, in the United States. And according, well, to this here, US-based crypto projects, so including Cronos, I believe, might have 0 capital gains tax. Yeah, ZK CRO is exactly like our CRO. It's really interesting. Well, is that the workaround? So you have to go from crypto.com, the app, to the exchange. If it works, but it still sounds very annoying. I think we should all become the Michael Saylor of CRO. I think that's a good goal for 2025. I think the biggest talking point for Michael Saylor: you do not sell Bitcoin. I'm going to steal that one. You do not sell CRO at all. Let's make CRO great again. Exactly. Oh yeah, no, he said never sell your CRO. Never sell your CRO. Yeah. I'm going to steal that one, John, if you don't mind. Sanjay's waiting for the Bitcoin rewards. I don't know. I really don't know. It's such a vague thing. What are the Bitcoin rewards? But it's a good catch though, Sanjay. How much coins does CDC or Cronos have of the supply? I think they don't have much. I think they had an initial marketing budget, but they're not very transparent about it. I think max they might have 1 billion left. But I'm not sure. They are really not transparent about it. The exchange is too difficult for me. Well, in that case, Mr. Ratback, I will make a tutorial because it's definitely worth the saved fees. Buybacks are interesting. That's true. Mr. Ultra Justin, welcome. Let's strap in. Happy Sunday. Question: how can CRO hit BNB prices if you don't get more burns? More demand. I think that will be the big question. So the more we have demand for the CRO token, that can be, for example, also, and I'm super bullish about this. I'm super bullish about this aspect. So you guys might have an ETF, for example. You might have an ETF for the, not an ETF. You might have a tracker, for example, for the S&P 500. But what we have here is kind of a tracker. Those crypto baskets really, in the crypto.com app. Those are also trackers. So this is the US blue chip tracker, US blue chip basket. And that one also includes Cronos. So it's a bit sneaky. But I do believe. But basically, everyone that buys one of these baskets, there's a big chance you actually buy a bit of CRO as well. So this is, I think, a big thing for demand coming from retail. I would always recommend also to people to diversify with baskets like this. But well, we will see. We will see. You don't have to. You don't have to fill the travel rule. I actually had to do that, Oscar. So I transferred from the app to the exchange. That's in the EU though. I had to fill in the where is this money coming from? Yeah, it's coming from my own app. But well, it worked okay though. QBA, let's strap in. Let's strap in. And finally, guys, I'm back to all the questions. It's all fine if we get pumps. I can actually sell my bag. Oh, I can actually keep my bag and live off the interest alone. Never sell CRO, live with interest. I think that's the sailor way. That's the sailor way, dude. I do think CRO will get mad at some point. So much going on for it, right? There's so much positive news. Guys, and that's exactly how I would like to end this stream as well. We've been 50 minutes late already. You guys got too many great questions. So the big news, I think, is in about 3 days, we'll have the Kraken listing. We'll have the Kraken listing. Will it be a big catalyst for CRO price? I do not believe so. But I think it will be a slow building process. A slow building process because there will be more volume. There will be more volume. And that's exactly what CRO needs to also start moving up again to potentially 40 cents. No financial advice here. Will it be a direct move? Will it be a slow move? I believe it will be a slow move, but we're slowly escaping. We're slowly escaping this downtrend here. This is the downtrend. This is the downtrend, guys, we've been talking about. And you can already see here. And let me show it to you once more. Right now we're above this trend line here. Oh, I cannot really remove stuff. So here, we're above this trend line here. So I do believe bullish times are coming. Will it be this week? Will it be next week? I do not know. I do know though that we have quite a bullish weekly close and bullish news ahead. So far, guys, so good. So far, so good. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Next week, we will have a new video talking about, for example, is it time to buy CRO? The monthly update, always interesting. And let's also talk a bit more about that US exchange. And I think I want to do, let's do an additional video next week. Let's talk a bit more about zero capital gains tax as well, because it is a big topic. Big topic. It's a challenge to beat me, John. It is not a game. It's not a game here. That's a good bag though, dude. I'm honestly a bit jealous. I'm a bit jealous. Having said that, guys, hit the like button, subscribe for more, strap in, Matthew the Greek Geek, John R, Vesma, Gary, Ultra Justin Knight, Steph, by the way, thank you very much for becoming a member. And also, somebody else became a member today. You know you're a legend. You know you're a legend. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the working week. Bye-bye. Oh, I do the same, John. I use not Tectonic, but I use Amplify on ZK CRO.